Morning traders, and this is your Dow Jones daily review. Um, yeah, we had a pretty interesting day. After having 2 days of buyer step in, we had a gap down and obviously a whole lot of stops triggered, and off we went. So this is all trade war related. So basically what happened yesterday was that the Chinese retaliated and they increased their tariffs. I'm not sure why Trump thinks that the Chinese are not going to retaliate. I mean, keeps telling the Chinese not to retaliate. I mean, it's tit for tat at the moment. I don't, you can't expect them not to retaliate. But anyway, um, so right now the volatility is fantastic, but I think your entries are just really difficult to get a hold of because the movements are so violent right now. So anyway, let's just line up some of the levels. So we've broken through this daily level. Now I want to get to the weekly first, in actual fact. So that is a weekly level that we have broken through. Okay, and the next logical level, I suppose there isn't really one. I can take, this is not really a level yet, so I need to look to the left, and there's only one bar here. I don't see that as a level on the weekly anyways. Let's just see if there's something on the daily here. So we have an inside tail here on the daily, which is pretty much where we've stopped at the moment. So we'll leave that as a level, but I'm not comfortable that that's actually a proper level. But if we do break through this, there's not much to stop us until we get to there, which is this inside tail here. And then after that, it's going to be the bottom here. Anyway, so that's where we are at the moment. So if we start moving down through the time frames, very strong trend to the downside. And you can see, I mean, we get these rallies at the close as people take profit, boom, and then we typically move to the downside. So at levels we take profits, and then we got gaps down, and then we continue moving to the downside. But anyway, this was Monday's move, and now we're coming back up, and I'm just going to start adjusting these levels now because there's one of my first entries for a short, which is 25,470. Okay, challenge is that we do have a gap above, which is a fairly significant gap at the moment, and a 600-point stop loss because that's my nearest, most logical stop loss. Not really interested in that trade. And we do have a potential double bottom here. Okay, so working on the hour, this is definitely an area that I want to pay attention to, but at the same time, we have this consolidation range here. Okay, so a break above that range to me would more than likely send us up to there, and look at the logic behind that. That brings us back to test this breakout here. Okay, so that is pretty much what I'd be looking at. So I'm not too, this 25,480 is not really an area that I'm filled with much confidence that we're going to get sellers off this level. Okay, I think because you're going to have a breakout. If you get that, you're going to have a breakout of a range or a double bottom, and then I'd expect that double bottom target to be hit. So this is the area I'd look for. So 25,630. No, there. So 25,630. So this 25,630 area, I'd go 25,625. That would be my entry, and then my stop would be above there. So it's going to give me a 100-point stop loss above this fractal here. Okay, So that's kind of the view that I've got. We do have an inside tail now. We've got an engulfing here, so that is a reversal pattern, but I think it's going to be a reversal pattern to test the breakout. So it could also end up just being a wedge. I could form a wedge, just go all the way up here, form a wedge, and then we get a second move, which will be the whole of yesterday's move down. We'll have that replicated down to the next level, which, by the looks of things, let's just do this. So it'll be from there to there. And then if I take that, that is the logical move there. Okay, so basically what I'm saying is that we've had a move down, we're consolidating. I expect or suspect that we get a break of this consolidation to the upside, come up to 25, 630 area, 25, 625 area, and then we have a second move down, which would be the second move of this move. Okay, and that's just to continue with the current downtrend. Now, the politicians do get something going, then obviously that level will be killed, and we're going to rally back to close this gap, which will line up with this 200 moving average, and then there'll be some sellers off there. But if we look at the 4 hour, all the way up there is still, even up to the gap there, would still be a decent entry for the short. So we are below the alligator, pretty strong downward trend, and that's what we need to be playing. Okay, no diversions, anything to worry about at the moment. So that's kind of the view that I have at the moment. I just want to move across to the ichimoku just to see what's going on. And you can see on the 4 hour, any pullback back to Kijinson, Tekinson, which is the area that we're looking at, is, if I just put a level in there and come back to the hour, you see there's our swing low. So any move back to that area is still a downward trend. Okay, so whatever happens here, and I suspect we're either going to hold this level and we're going to keep consolidating here. And if we keep consolidating here, this second move will play out. Okay, if I look at the daily with the ichimoku, we have broken through the cloud at last. So, you don't, the rule of thumb is, especially when you're trading ichimoku, don't take the first break of the cloud. Wait for the pullback, get in on the pullback. So you can see we've had a crossover here. We had a crossover back here, and we really rode the wave together. We've got actually four bearish signals here. So we've got Chiku span, which is this brown line here, which is broken through price. Okay, we had a crossover, we've had a twist, and now we've broken through the cloud. So that's 3 bearish signals. Okay, so I would suspect a little bit of a pullback, and then look for that short entry and play the short to the downside. Okay, so I suspect this trend is going to continue. This trend line also is something that you need to pay attention to. There's that one, and then we have that one. Okay, so that's kind of my view for now. I can even use the ichimoku on the 30-minute, but I prefer to keep the 4 hour and 1 hour in play. And you can see even on the 4 hour, on the 1 hour, you can see I've got multiple levels here. I don't have a level there, do I? No, there's nothing there on the cloud. No. So that's why I say there's a third level I'm missing. There we go. So that swing low, and that swing low. There's my 3 levels that I need to pay attention to. These 2 here are fairly interesting on the hour because we've got Chiku span. Also, we've got Kijinson here. So that is definitely an area that we need to pay attention to. But this is the one that I really am looking for. Okay, 25, 620. That's my ultimate entry. Okay, and your stop can just be above the cloud in actual fact. You don't need to have your stop all the way up here. So you can run the stop just above the cloud there. Still a massive stop, 200-point stop loss, but that's a lot better than a 400-point stop loss. Okay, Anyway, guys, that's my view at the moment. Still playing the short and trading with the trend. We may still get a bit of a rally, so this double top or consolidation here may break out the upside, and then we're looking for an entry off that level there, 26,630, 25,630 or 25,625 is probably my better entry. Okay. Anyway, guys, just bear in mind that may not happen. Just pay attention to these other two swing lows. You start seeing some price action around that on the 15 or 12-minute charts, then that would also be a valid entry. Okay. So anyway, guys, enjoy the day. See you guys later, and cheers for now.